Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be rating a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Tengen. Now Tengen can be a bit obvious about his needs and what he's about to do. Also, he does not think there is a point in being subtle, especially if he was going to be found out sooner or later. Well, he may as well get found out sooner if it's going to happen either way, right? And in theory, that makes a lot of sense, but when it's applied to reality, it just makes you a little bit disappointed. He does not even bother to hide how perverted he can be. And today, he just so happened to be wearing a skirt, much to his own fortune, because he loves only wearing one. And you are the poor unsuspecting lion who has no idea what's about to happen. So when one time you find him looking up your skirt, you can't help but turn around and smack him up the head. Oh, you perverted man. Seriously, Tengen? That low? Well, I should have gone lower. Maybe I should have seen more. Oh, you can't be serious. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm with a child. Hey, don't call me that, he says with a fake pout, and then starts laughing. Oh, seriously, as endearing as you can be, but sometimes he's a lot to put up with. And you love him, you do. But he's a tease, and he's a whole load of work. And then he immediately just acts like it never happened, puts an arm around your waist, and soon the two of you are sitting on the couch, with you on his lap, and he starts reading you a book to distract you. When you punch him in the chest, it absolutely does nothing, by the way. Both the two of you knew that. But at least you could say an attempt was made. And then, once you had calmed down, he leaned in to kiss your cheek. I love you, Ayan. You're truly adorable sometimes. And you can be truly a pervert sometimes. I know, you put up with a lot, he says, teasing. And you do take it as a compliment because you do know that you seriously put up with a lot. Muichirou would call this an innocent mistake, an accident, dare you say, because, well, it was a very faint thought at the back of his head, one that he never thought his mind and heart would follow so quickly. He actually did not think about it that much. Just a passing thought, and then the next moment he knew it was happening. How did that even happen? He he would never stoop that low, would he? But it appears he has. Actually, he has stooped quite a bit, just to see up your skirt a little bit more. But that's not what we're talking about here. You do slap him, lightly, but it is still a slap either way. And when he looks at you, he just pouts. But he looks genuinely apologetic. And then, when you look at him, he's unable to look you back in the eye. And then you just let out a soft sigh. Honestly, it's a little bit hard to be mad at Muichirou. Yes, he made mistakes sometimes, and the thing is, your heart could not take it. How sorry he looked. How he just looked so sad. It honestly tore your heart apart, even though you knew you should be teaching him a lesson. But you aren't. You're really forgiving, and that's going to be the end of you one day. But certainly not today. You pet him, and then he whispers out the guiltiest sorry you've ever heard. And you wrap him into your arms. It's alright. I'm not really mad at you, I'm just flustered, I guess. You say softly, and he nods into your shoulder, settling in your arms and wrapping his own back around you and holding you tightly. It's honestly adorable how he can be so clingy at times. And you're kind of glad for it. And in all honesty, you were never really mad at him. You just wanted him to be a little bit less perverted and maybe a little bit more forward. But perhaps that will be a lesson for another day. Rengoku. Rengoku can be quite a difficult person to deal with. Not because he was purposely difficult, or because he was dishonest or anything like that. He loved you and he was very honest with it. But sometimes he did some things that you did not understand at all, and it made your relationship all the more confusing. But wasn't everyone's relationship confusing? It was not his fault, you assumed. Most relationships had some sort of conflicts and problems, and if yours was going to be him being confusing at times, you were definitely going to take that over anything else. But it was so surprising, the way you could be so calm, so polite, so righteous, and then all of a sudden, he's looking up your skirt. A total paradox, and an opposition of his own morals and ideas. And that's exactly why you're so shocked by it. Blushing brightly and squealing once you see him. And then, you take the nearest pillow on the couch and throw it right at his face. The thing is, he does not even dodge it. It's kind of sad, really. And it breaks your heart, it really does. Or at least it would have if you were not mad at him. Rengoku, explain yourself in 5 minutes, or I swear to God. What? What are you going to do? He says, laughing, and then you throw another pillow right at him. That's what. Oh, my Ryan, my darling. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you clearly did. If you didn't want to offend me, you would not be doing this. There are other ways to get what you want, Rengoku. And this way, it certainly was not the one. You say with a pout, blushing brightly, and he laughs at you. But then, he walks over to your side slowly, wrapping an arm around your waist and pulling you towards him. And even though you try to push him at first, you find yourself going to him anyway. Well, would you like me to ask for what I want in another way? And you blush, the way he whispers it, his voice low in your ear. And you smile a little bit. If you can convince me to forgive you, then perhaps I would like to listen to your requests. And you bet he tried his best to get you to be convinced to forgive him and do exactly what he wants after. But it's not something you mind. Not at all. Because most of the time what he wants is the same as you anyway. And you're quite happy with that.